My name is Christopher Alabi. I'm an associate professor in the Smith School of Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering. I run a polymers lab, which is located on the second floor of Olin Hall. And my lab is really interested in sequence-defined polymers, and they're used for a variety of biomedical applications, but also applications in sustainable polymers and plastics. Well, my lab is sort of split into, I would say, two different areas of research. The first area of research is in chemical biology and microbiology. And so we're interested in creating novel types of antibiotics, targeted antibiotics that can be used to clear systemic bacterial infections in the case of sepsis, for example. We're also interested in building macromolecular therapeutics. And so we're interested in building polymeric type drugs that are able to degrade a certain protein inside of a cell. And so if you, for example, if doctors are able to realize that there's a certain aberrant protein in the body that is causing a certain type of disease, we're trying to develop these polymeric agents that are able to bind to said protein and actually targeted degrade them inside of a cell. On the other end of the spectrum, we're interested in using biorenewable or renewable monomers in order to make sustainable plastics. And so we're interested in taking things that you can get from plants, that you can get from waste material, turn them into monomers, and actually use them to build novel types of polymers with a variety of functions that can also then be degraded going back to their source when they're done. And so this is in collaboration with the Center for Sustainable Polymers over at the University of Minnesota. So my research group is known for winning the Halloween costume every year. And so last year I was actually on sabbatical, I wasn't here, but my group dressed up as pipettes. And so there were a series of 6 pipettes, all Eppendorf platted, and looked really nice. The year before that, we dressed up as antibodies. And so we all had the Y shape with the balloon on top of various colors. And so, yeah, Halloween costumes. Students come with all various levels of undergraduate research and sort of knowledge in the space with which they're doing their research. And so my goal is to be able to support that student in the basics. But really after year 2 and certainly by year 3, just to get out of their way so they can do their science. And so be there for students when they need it in the earlier years, but really support that student in terms of research idea exploration and growing forward into again, what I would call a sustainable scientist. Well, there are a lot of things that I do that outside of work, but I think one of the main things that I do outside of work is coach soccer. And so I coach my kids in soccer, football as we call it, but soccer as most people call it here. We love playing football over at the rink. And also I coach, I used to coach a U10 boys team as well. So that's a lot of fun. There's a really rich soccer and football league over in Lansing here in the Ithaca area.